Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Youth Podcast. I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer before this episode starts. This is the first episode, I think, on this channel at all that is recorded by a single person alone as compared to multiple people. So I'm sorry if I'm a little rambly or I get off topic. Let's try out something new, you know? Secondly, I'm recording at my house, and I have a cat and also 5 dogs, and my brother is in the room next door talking very loudly on the phone. So, it's not gonna be perfectly quiet in the background at all. And thirdly, everyone right now is home, so I'm going to be a little bit quieter. The mic is closer to my mouth, I'm sure you can tell. I don't know. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be good. So yeah. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Podcast. This is Cami, and yeah. So today's episode is going to be about Pride, given that Pride Month is no given that Pride Month I'm sorry, I fell over. I'm sorry to whoever, if this is being edited, I'm sorry to whoever is having to deal with this. But yeah, this episode's about Pride and Pride Month, given that Pride Month is wrapping up, and yeah. So like I said, I'm Cami. I use the pronouns she and her, and I identify as bisexual, which basically means that I'm attracted to both boys and girls, and yeah. So let me just clear up some quick misconceptions on that first. I'm not greedy and I'm not indecisive, first of all. It also does not mean that I am equally attracted to both. It's not a 50-50 here. I am personally more attracted to girls than boys, but I would still be willing to date both. It just depends on the person for me. Yeah. So, also, to anyone else that is wondering, the difference between bi and pan is that bi is only attracted to 2 genders, typically male and female, but not always. And pansexual means all genders, so boys, girls, and non-binaries. Please don't start an argument in the comments about that. I'm not feeling that right now, and I'm sure no one else is. Just keep it to yourself, people of the world. That came out wrong. But you know what I'm saying. Just try not to start a huge argument in the comments about this. I know that some of this is going to be a little more touchy, but, you know, just chill out. Calm your chicken nuggets. I really just think I'm hilarious, huh? Okay, so actually getting back to the episode, so I was just gonna talk a little bit about my personal experiences in the community and my journey and all of that fun stuff. Sorry, I'm walking around my room right now, otherwise I feel awkward, so it's gonna be kind of noisy. That was in the disclaimer, though. So, I guess. This is really awkward, and I'm really sorry about it. Okay, personal journey. So, I started questioning everything when I was in around the, I want to say 7th grade. Yeah. For a while, I just didn't really know who I liked, but I was really, really lucky to be surrounded by people that would love and support me no matter what. I've always been in a pretty liberal environment, I guess. So yeah, I was really lucky about that, but some people aren't as lucky. And to those people, I don't know, my heart goes out to you and everything. It will get better and all that jazz. I'm bad at talking. Also, I'm losing my voice. Hello. But yeah, for most of middle school, I think I identified as a bisexual, asexual, and now I just consider myself. Well, and then earlier this year I thought of myself as a lesbian, but then I reverted back to the label bi, and I don't like the label asexual anymore, so I don't use it. So yeah, I'm bi, and that's good. I recently have been incredibly out. I came out to both my parents. I went to my first Pride last week, I think, actually. And yeah, it was a really, really good time. I'm, again, really lucky to be in such a supportive, amazing environment. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that allowed that to be a thing for me. Because, you know, I'm sensitive and I wouldn't have done too well otherwise. So, yeah. Like I said, I recently came out to my family, my parents and my brother. I actually have a pretty funny story on my brother. We don't really talk very much. We're not overly close or anything. So I just wasn't going to come out to him, not because I'm ashamed or anything, just because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like, I'm just gonna bring home a girl and you can suck it. But he ended up finding out when I came home from Pride, wrapped in all of my Pride gear. And he was just standing at the top of the stairs as I walked up, looking like, I don't even know, looking like a walking Pride parade. As compared to the not walking Pride parades, I guess. This episode's really bad and I'm really, really sorry. I'm trying my diggity darn hardest, you know? I don't know how to recover from that. So I'm just gonna move on to the next thing that I wrote on this list, which is labels. The one thing that I believe has not... Is there someone here? No, okay, I thought I heard someone open my door. We're good. But one of the things, for me at least, that has not been the most positive experience within the community is when it comes to labels. I personally don't find too much of a need to label myself. To me, it seems just complicated and overwhelming, and it's not something that I find necessary for myself. Other people find labels to be comforting, and that's fine too. It's really just up to the person. However, in my personal experience, I feel as if I've almost been forced into choosing a label. I haven't been forced into a specific label. It's just that people really, really wanted me to label myself, it felt like. And I don't know if other people feel this, but in my school at least, labels just feel like they're incredibly important, way more important than they really should be. Like, not even labels within the community, just all labels really. Like, honor roll, dean's list, varsity, like, everything like that is just so overly important to everyone at my school, and I just never really felt like that was important to me, but I kind of felt like it had to be, given that I've been going to my school since kindergarten. So it's just kind of, I've been going there since I was 4. It's been a thing that's always really been around me. And my older brother has been going there since the 7th grade. And he's 10 years older than me, so I've been surrounded by that kind of... Nope. Hey, editor. I'm the editor. I'm gonna have to censor that out. I've been surrounded by this just kind of school that I go to, insert name here, mindset, which has displayed itself to be a pretty toxic one at times. I don't think that I have really gotten too obsessed with those kinds of labels, but for a while I just really wanted to be like everyone else and have all those labels and be really out and proud and confident when I just didn't really feel that as necessary. Like, I am who I am, and I don't feel the need to share that with everyone. Again, not because I'm ashamed, just because I don't feel it to be necessary. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. And I don't think that anyone should think that that's a bad thing. Some people, again, love labels, and they love to be out and proud and tossing around these and yelling out their label from the rooftops, and that's okay. And some people just don't really like to do that, and that's okay too. As long as you're happy and healthy and thriving, then, do whatever you want, really, I guess. I don't really know why they need to be such a necessity to everyone and almost superimposed onto people, but I don't really know. Yeah. Again, like I said, I've been surrounded by loving people, loving family, loving friends. Many of my friends also use labels in the community. Many of the people that I've met in other places and everything, really. That didn't make any sense, but I guess you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of people within the community, and I guess that they just kind of helped introduce me to it and find myself, and that was absolutely fantastic. I could never be more thankful for that and this never-ending support for me and all of my craziness. Also when it comes on to the label thing, sorry, I'm coming back to that. I also wanted to touch on changing labels, because like I said, I've changed how I identify multiple times. And I just wanted to say to everyone out there in the world, even though it's probably like 4 people from our school listening to this in total, that changing your labels is okay. And it doesn't mean that you're faking anything, it just means that you're still finding yourself. And we're all still finding ourselves to some extent, and that's okay. That's definitely okay. I think about this thing that a YouTuber, Strange Eons, said one time, and I don't know why, it really sticks with me a lot. And she said that one thing that she finds so interesting about humanity is that we all have an identity, we all have who we are, yet we choose what labels to put onto that. Like, you can use whatever label that you really feel comfortable with, that you feel defines your attraction. We don't get to choose our attraction, but we get to choose how we define that attraction to ourselves and to the world. And I also just find that really fascinating and just kind of comforting in a way, that you don't have to prove anything to anyone, or you shouldn't think that you're lying about any of it, lying about the label that you put onto yourself, because that is a label that you choose to do, and no one else has the right to put that onto you. And if someone does, it's just not okay, and it's really just awful that the world is just kind of like that, trying to force people to be this or that, when we all are who we are, and none of us can change that. So why don't we all just, I wish that we could all just express that however we wish to. but unfortunately that's just not the world that we live in right now. Maybe soon, but not right now, which really, really sucks. I don't really know how to get off of that really depressing note, but I guess I want to say to anyone out there that is in one of those sucky situations that it does get so much better. It will get better for you. No matter what, it is going to get better for you. And you just need to, no matter how hard it gets, you just really need to remember that it is going to get better. Don't give up. Keep going, keep fighting, and just keep being you. I guess that I'm just gonna end on that note. So, thanks to everybody for listening. If you have anything else you wanted to say or add, I know that I was kind of all over the place and also in the same place as the entire video. So if you have something you want to say, put it down below in the comments. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. And we will link some of our previous podcasts in the description. So, yeah, just have a good day, everybody, and happy end of Pride Month. Bye!